Hey folks, welcome back. Today I'm going to talk to you about a new update I've made in my Spiders and Spaceships game, and that is specifically the distance between nodes. So for a long time I've been struggling to just kind of work through and try to fix some of the glitches. Today I even tried to look into implementing a collision between nodes and lines, or rather the links, the springs themselves, to prevent the intermingling. But after a few failed attempts and different strange issues with tuning of that, I decided it would just be better off to just remove the gaps between the nodes, because that really solves two issues for me. One, the nodes themselves no longer will intermingle as strongly and heavily into the other bodies of other objects, and the collisions actually feel a lot more smooth and closer to what I want them to be. So as a result, even the breakage looks a little bit better. So the process itself of changing that distance was just find and replace for everything that was 15 or so. So that changed all the iterations and everything. And now what we have here is the final product. We have a smaller version of the game, or a smaller version of the ships and asteroids. So the ships look smaller on screen, which makes the gameplay a little bit easier as well. Before we were dealing with a lot of screen space because the ship was basically twice as big, making it look a little bit unnatural. So I'm glad I fixed that. Things are looking better. I'm just gonna play a little bit of my game. I still haven't fixed the center of gravity issues. When large chunks break off, what ends up happening is the center of mass gets heavily distorted and it glitches out things like rotation and so forth. So I'll be looking into fixing that as well. I do like how the asteroids are breaking apart because they look sort of more brittle, and you can kind of imagine, or your mind just kind of fills in the gaps of how like the pieces might look. They might be slightly different or shattered or something. And I've also noticed that you can get like these small breakages in the ship itself that end up looking more realistic. See, like back here we've got a chunk broken off, so we could imagine that being like one of the ceramic tiles that broke off due to the impact. And we've also got a broken node up here. It's just kind of flapping around. So we're already at 40. Oh, we got hit hard, and that's probably game over because our nose is breaking off. Yep. So the center of mass logic is still in place. I haven't implemented the warning system yet, so that'll be like a red shape, a triangle perhaps, on screen to alert people that a node or a asteroid was spawned in. But other than that, I mean, this gameplay is looking fun. It's a lot crisper than it used to be. I'm happy with the current strafing as well, being half the strength of the thrust. So we're still prioritizing making the player point where they want to be and then going, but also the strafing will be available for people who play like that, because I do play like that as well. So overall, yeah, the tuning is coming together. I am looking into the spider logic itself today. So last night I was thinking through some of the states that the AI of the spider will have to actually be in, and that some of those will include, you know, just like floating, jumping, walking on a platform or on a material. So if it is connected to a node, it will recognize that it is, oh Jesus, saved it. It is connected, and it will try to walk along the surface in order to help it'll help the spider's goals. It won't help the player's goals. The spiders are the enemies. But yeah, so this is looking pretty good. I will just play a little bit more while I think of more stuff to add on. And I think I might actually upload another image to Imager as well today, so it might be part of this video because it looks really nice now. Oop. Alright, we dodged it. Boom. Yeah, this is more like how I kind of imagined the game to be originally, because it feels super solid until you get into a large impact like that. So shrapnel stuff doesn't really damage the ship, but when you get hit by an asteroid going at that speed, you're gonna see some damage. So as you can tell, that center of gravity is gonna shift with that piece. We still haven't implemented that, like I said before. But let me see if I can find some other things I wanted to talk about. Also, it looks like the spawning is working fine. I guess I was just having my computer was just having a weird random day where it just was not spawning things on the bottom. Or maybe the scaling work I did may have changed stuff as well. So I don't think I talked about this yet, but what I've done recently was I optimized the drawing methodology of this, so it no longer does everything in the draw method. What it does is it creates a buffered image, which then puts that drawn once onto the screen. So that seems to be extremely efficient and effective, and I've had a lot of success optimizing the draw methods by doing that, because as you can see, we've got 6,400 links, quite a large body size, and we are still running close to 60 FPS. So I'm very happy with that. Oop, we're gonna get, ooh. Oh, we survived that with just a small little breakage of a panel. Nice. That's what happens when you're distracted. It's a fun game so far. I like that it just continuously gets harder and harder until you can no longer maintain. Oh crap! See, that kind of a thing is why I'm really interested in getting that early warning system going, because I feel like that'll help survivability of the game, and it'll make things feel much fairer. Ooh. Okay, so I lost a panel. Let me see if I can break it or something. Because if I can break it, it won't count as ooh, dodge that. Yeah, if I break the panel there and the two nodes apart from each other, then it will no longer count as part of the ship, and it will no longer be essentially counting towards the rotation or the center of gravity. But as you can see, this ship is taking some beatings, but we're still in the fight. We're still here. Some physics glitching, some tuning needs to be done with the looks like the ceramic that got impregnated into the lead, so it's not being pulled back to its original spot. Oop, that's death. Alright, well that was a pretty good run. Let me check my my notes here. Yep, buffered image way faster. Yeah, spiders are gonna have different states like jumping, landing, walking, looking around, stuff like that. I'm thinking to have them perhaps be represented as a spring. Alright, so I think it just died, or it just killed itself because I didn't have any audio going. But yeah, that's gonna be the plan. I'll be adding and modifying the tuning, of course. Some interesting physics there, but it looks good. I like how it still has a jello aspect to it, but it will still be breakable with higher velocity things. So this feels very close to what I want in terms of the tuning. So hopefully it's what my viewers and people that play this game would want as well. Let's see. That's what I get for trying to check my notes while flying a spaceship. Yeah, the ceramic really needs to... should have broken, I guess, but I guess it's part of the physics or the way it's trying to resolve the spring tensions, that it's somehow maintaining speed somehow, which is very bizarre because it shouldn't be able to with the way the tuning is. And right now it's actually rotating on its own. That's concerning. Okay. Well, maybe I can rotate it out of that. Okay, I lost a piece, but looks like it's heavily distorting my calculations of the center of gravity until it glitched out. Okay. The spiders will be doing spidery things. I'm thinking there will be like webs and things that will eventually spawn in as well. So when when the speed of the asteroids being spawned in, or the number of asteroids spawned in, gets past a certain number, we will be giving more difficult challenges. Of course, that's the goal. Just a game that gets more difficult, and so that'll be spawning in spider webs, other stuff, and those will of course be the same physics-based objects that you've come to enjoy, and will be a distance of, I guess, technically 10 nodes, because not 10 nodes, 10 pixels. Oh, right now this game is also just set to run at 1080p scaled up to I guess my monitor's default size, so 4K. So anyone with a 1080p screen will be able to run this natively without modifying anything. Yeah, this is... I've also been considering putting out a demo because I want to get a lot of people watching and enjoying my stuff. Unfortunately, I did miss Next Fest, which is a major concern for me because, as you all know, Next Fest is a major indie dev boon. It helps us out a lot. Hopefully. Oh, and my style of video, I know I don't have the same fast edited kind of thing that other people will have, but I kind of want to keep it like just a more informal style, but with my notes, of course, so that I can fill the dead air and not waste my viewers' time or my time. So yeah, I think that's all for now. I'm gonna just run this game until it ends, because I'm enjoying how it's been going. I like that the ship is like half broken, brittled apart, but it's still surviving, still tanking these the shrapnel, you know. Ooh, that looks dangerous. Oh, crap, that's death. Alright, well, with that, I'm gonna call it. Thanks for watching, guys. Have a good night. Bye-bye.